working still. Oh, yeah. Okay, so my name is Shola. Some people call me Shola Story on account of my storytelling. And I'm going to tell you a story. But before... Yes? So I don't need to speak so loud. Thank you. So, having received this correction, I will speak at this level. So I'm going to tell you a story. And I changed the story I was going to tell because I see that there are some children in the room. So the story will now be a different type of story, but it will give the same message. But before I begin, I want to say that I feel very honored to be here amongst the king and the queen, the woman king and the king, and the queens that I see. And I'm not sure who is who because I couldn't see who is who, but I recognize you, Your Majesty. So, not only that, but my brother was asking which kingdom or queendom are we from. And it made me feel a certain nostalgia and desire, because I could say to you that I come from Nigeria, but I don't accept that name. That is not a name that we created for ourselves. It is a name that was given to us in 1884 at the Berlin Conference. And it is not an African name. It is not. I could say that I come from Yoruba, which is true, but I do not want to claim only one people from that land, because I come from a land that is alongside the Igbo and the ethnic and the Ijo and many different people to mention, all within that land. So that's the land I come from. And one thing,
the women king, the female king. So I need you to, as an African protocol, so I just need you to stand up. Just need you to stand up. I just need you to stand up. And then you can go pick up your mother, please. Keep clapping. Keep clapping.
The Virgin National Airport. Yeah.
Kings and queens, princes and princesses, high priests and princesses, ladies and gentlemen, your audience. My Maponga, I thank you for giving me this honor to stand in front of you and share one or two words. I'm so grateful to be here. I just can't believe what I'm seeing in front of me. I'm overwhelmed, and thank you so much. I'd like to share one thing, one or two words with you. Standing here being called Maponga, I did not go to university to obtain a degree. I was chosen by nature. Degree because I was chosen by nature. I want to thank you for coming to this wonderful event because I know that we're going to learn from each other. I also see that we're going to have a conversation. It's not about me, it's about us. To be where I'm standing here. But the ancestors, when they call you to do something, it becomes very easy. Though it is we are a We are not war people. We have maintained our dignity for many years. We have loved, shared for many years. Born and raised in so-called Southern Africa, although I like to call it a cabinet. My experiences of racism I still wonder to this day that I still have a lot of those people that probably traumatized me, traumatized my parents, traumatized my forefathers, my ancestors. I wouldn't be a person. Earlier on, we had a gentleman sharing something with us here about our own nature of, say, forgiving. We have social media today. On social media, we've got somebody that can share some horrific stories, maybe what we call maybe atrocities that they have committed. And they can go on social media and talk about it openly. How they could have killed your people, my people. How they've actually been around Southern Africa, injecting our people with the virus, with HIV. Openly, how they want to destabilize, how they don't want Africa to rise, keep them impoverished, how they killed our leaders. South Africa, we have young men, skilled people, that was murdered. We don't know about it. You have Chris Honey, who was murdered. We all know about it. But what have we done about all these killings? What have we done as a nation, as a people, as a race? And they know that we do nothing about it. Because we're not united. One mother's pain is your pain. So we've been going through a lot. We've endured a lot. What have we done about it? You have some leaders that will come up with great ideas. And the only person that can assassinate that great leader is a best friend. A brother will assassinate a brother. It is our job as women to come together, work together, and teach our children that are coming out. Stop shouting about Africa rights and unity. We all talk about rising, but how can we rise when we hate each other so much? If I'm correct, we never used to have tribes. It's only the white people that had tribes. We had nations. We had nations, and we were given tribes. Now you have this tribe, you have that tribe, you have so many tribes. Even in one village, there will be about 10 tribes that we created in the Berlin Conference. It is time that we sit together and see what we can do with the problem that we've been having for 400 years.
Sure.
ancestors. My ancestors are your ancestors.
Yeah.
When are we going to learn to love each other? When are we going to say, a child, we all know that a child is raised by a village. I mean, this today, we would laugh at each other. One mother's child is being affected maybe by drugs, by alcohol, or all sorts. We don't come together and say that, I mean, to help each other now, we need to sit and brainstorm together and say, how can we help our sister? But we're still far away from that. And we're far away from helping each other here. We are far away from our ancestors as well. Seeing everybody here, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, we all came here to listen to each other. Like I said, we have a conversation. We have a great man in this place. A man full of wisdom and knowledge. A man that can just feed you with his words. You don't even have to eat food. By the time he finishes, you're not talking. Or what support would you give to a man like that? What support do you give? When I talk support, I'm not talking about finance. Because that's where our mind will quickly jump to that. Moral support. Just acknowledging that we know we've got great leaders that are walking with us. So I say, I didn't choose myself, neither he chose himself, but we were chosen. I'm sure we have a lot of people here that will dance, sing, jump, and one love, one heart, one this, one that. But soon after that, it's a different story. You've just been listening to somebody that is maybe giving you something, some food for thought. And instead of maybe using what you've been listening to, the great man, I still call him, he was a messiah to me, Bob Marley. I listened to Joseph Hill, way back, and all that. We collected that. We learned from them, we learned from each other. But still, we are not violent people. We were never born to be murderers. We were never born to steal. We have had our land stolen. We have had our resources stolen. And so as they've also stolen our mind. Stolen European minds. Everything has to be, Europe. I remember talking to some women from my own part of the world. I was asking, why do you speak to your kids in Shona? And they said, there's no way that I can speak to my children in Shona. What would Shona take them to? What can Shona do for them? So I'm thinking to myself, wow, you've just decided to denounce your ancestors. Just like that. Because your languages can also be your identity. So just by saying that I don't want my children to speak Shona, or I don't want my children to speak Ndebele. So English is like a one-way ticket to heaven. When people speak English, it's a one-way ticket to heaven for them. That's how they mastermind it. A one-way ticket to heaven. It's more superior. You're more superior when you're speaking English. And it's actually speaking to you when I speak to this language is because of the audience. It's because I want you to hear my story. I want you to hear what I can maybe, share with you. But it suffocates me that I could actually easily forget what I wanted to say, especially in English. Because it's so painful. I come from the lineage where one of my ancestors, my great-grandfather, he was killed, he was murdered for his land, and they beheaded him, and they brought his head over here for trophy. So this is the language that, as a trophy. So this is the language that I stand here and talk with you, but sometimes it just breaks my heart because I keep thinking about all the things that have been done to my family, because we did all vast land that was taken away. So that is the story that I really wanted to share with you. And I just want to stand here to tell you all that what I say right now, I mean it from the deepest part of my heart. I truly love you all.
The speaker we've been waiting for. Please come and see my brother. We've been waiting for. It's also the leader. But let's pull up one of our powerful people. He's a warrior. He's a lion. He's out there working. He's doing everything. Brother Chakra, I pray.
Mama Amra, if you're in the place, please forward. I can't see you. And if anybody knows what Mama Amra is, you were drumming earlier, please just call her for me. I'm so overjoyed at the moment to see Auntie Ife Piaki in the building. And if you know Sister Ife, you know it's a blessing, for her to be here right now. So before I begin, can I just ask you to put your hands together and show some love to Sister Ife Piaki? Beautiful. My honor. Okay. Let me start with this. I'm gonna our people in Azania, South Africa are experiencing an attack right about now. So I want to begin and see if we can all show our brothers and sisters in Azania, South Africa some solidarity. Is that what you mean? Are you sure? Okay. So, what I want you to do first and foremost, Mama Amra is here. Alright. Can we just get Mama Amra to come forward, please? I'm going to ask you to tell us what you're doing. Alright. First and foremost, first and foremost, all I know is on the base. Okay. Are you with me? Yeah? Except when I say, pa. When I say that, you go from hey, hey, hey to pa, pa, pa. Yeah? Pa, pa, pa. You with me? Follow me. Come here. You got it? Okay. Can I hear you? You got it? One more time. All right, go ahead. Okay, you look at there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, this is a workshop, brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna need the army to rise. Rise. I start marching. Yeah. Shoot to kill. Namaza. Shoot to kill. Namaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Pa. Pa. Yeah, brothers and sisters, that's important. War was declared in our people. And now our people are being criminalized for singing our war songs. We stand in solidarity with our people in Tanzania, South Africa. All right. See you in Maponga. I am from the kingdom of Chief Paki. Rebel soul exists on the level of freedom that she wants to be. Afro blue like when he knew who he was too. And in this time of the chosen few, our elevation has become frozen because the chosen were too few to be enough. So the knowledge that our spirituality is a science Like all those who fought against colonization and invasion. Marcus Messiah Garvey, Ashe. Omo Wale Malcolm X, Ashe. Papa Patrice Lumumba, Ashe. Omo Kibango, Ashe. Yaya Kimpavita, Ashe. Yanga Liso Sabukwe, Ashe. Yanga Liso Sabukwe, Ashe. Stop, and keep on stopping. The result is like the resounding effect of thunderous clouds snapping, because you best believe lightning was just struck. So much luck to those who think that this holding tight their metal will keep them protected, analyzed, redirected and ejected like from the blackness from which all things come. Like the word brought forth motherland, now rivers and flowings. Like the word brought forth Niger rivers and flowings. There's so much beauty in blackness if we only chose to know it. Cerebral compound, Santofa style. And we were born the most virile and fertile child. In any era, we just can't stop creating. Because we form the remnants from the earth when we rise. And master the ability and sound and the speed of light. Approach the battlefield fully equipped and airtight. When we approach our enemies, it's not a struggle, it's a fight. Purpose in every syllable when we get lyrical. Construction of a Christ-like miracle for you were never supposed to bring forth these conceptions. Just like the urge of real Christ, anointed by nature, enough to manifest God-like behavior. So that we combine divine energy, freedom, fire, evil, breath, vibrate air molecules and keep the same soul. I've been shooting in the class of liberation like both my quotes. Remain melodic till I make the right notes. Where
you stand, our brother Malema says, when the enemy says don't sing, you sing. When the enemy says don't dance, we dance. When the enemy says don't cry, we cry, right? So let's sing one more time. Because at this time, the Afrikaners are not sleeping now. Elon Mosquito are not sleeping now. Donald Trump, not sleeping now. So let's sing one more time. So to make it clear that we're okay with this sound, right? Let's do one more time. Brother Shaka will lead this thing. Let's go.
All right, get marching, get marching. Hey, 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 hey. I can't hear you. Hey, hey, hey. Chiki, chiki, kachima. Alliance. Choose to kill. Namasa. Kill the boer. The farmer. Kill the boer. The farmer. Chiki, chiki, hey, kachima. Chiki, chiki, kachima. Zipron koto, alliance. Zipron koto, alliance. Choose to kill. Namasa. Hey, hey. Choose to kill. Hey, Namasa. Hey. Kill the boer. Hey, the farmer. Kill the boer. The farmer.
So we'll welcome you. It's your highness from the Zimbabwean kingdom, Mutamutapa kingdom, embrace all the kingdoms. So that's why I need you to stand up. I need you to stand up. The moment are you waiting for? So he says, it not only represents Zimbabwe, it represents the Akabu land family. It represents the great Robert Mugabe. It represents the great Steve Biko. It represents the great Shaka Zulu. It represents the great Winnie Mandela. It represents the great Ronald Reagan. So I need you to clap your hands for His Majesty, His Royal Highness, John Gadino Brown and Fielder. Keep clapping, my brothers. need you to stand. You can sit now. But it will be a moment of meditation as we're going to hear the sound of our ancestors, all right? I need you now to go back to your seat and kindly take a seat as a family. And you're going to hear the sound of our ancestors. A melody sounds coming all the way from the southern region of Akabuland. So, I need you now. This is a moment, let me stop that. This is a moment that we get, that His Royal Highness going to take us back to our ancestors. You know, remember that for those who came from Ex-Maker, from the continent, even those who are here, when you used to sit down, listen to our elders in the middle of the tree, sit down, listen to our elders, to our fathers, our mothers. So I need you to close your eyes and go back to that time. As you're going to hear the sound of Africa. This is a spiritual sound. That's why at the same time it's a meditation. I need you to close your eyes.
I bring you greetings from lands far and near. I bring you greetings from your ancestors. I don't come alone. I come with all of them. From the great kingdom of Zimbabwe, which included Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, even South Africa, Lesotho and Swaziland. The great kingdom of Zimbabwe has more than 286 sites, with the great Zimbabwe as the greatest. Just for the purpose of the record, we had the great Zimbabwe before you had Great Britain. Yes. So that you know. We were there as early as the 6th century. The British kingdom can only be spoken about in the 17th century, which is yesterday. We were great before even the British knew how to bath. Before they even knew how to build a street, we were building empires. We are not from the great Zimbabwe kingdom. We are from the great Zimbabwe empire. And the Zimbabwe empire worked together with the Congo, the Chitikulu empires within the Congo basin. Munamatapa is from the 14th, 18th century, was the last one. But before Munamatapa, we had Murenga, we had Tovera from the great spaces of Guruzwa and Embo. So Munamatapa is the colonial history, which they... And by the way, while we are there, let me be quick to remind you that the new name for Britain is now going to be called Pambe for me. I discovered it. I discovered a place where people's ears shine with the sun. I have found people who have no knees. I have found tomb raiders. And we have decided to call them Pambe for me, which means the thieves of other people's wealth. So from today onwards, you are not living in Britain. You are living in Pambe for me. And London in particular will no longer be called London. It will be called Rundonda, the place of the weaklings. Rundonda. Rundonda is someone who's always weak. I've never seen a country and a town which has a sick mental hospital on every corner of the street. So you are not in London here, you are in Rundonda. And the River Thames is no longer River Thames, it's going to be called Zivaremha, a pool of dogs. Not even dogs can drink from that river, dirty river. But anyway, the list can go on, as we have also discovered this land. But I come here not in an arrogant way. This used to belong to the great Moors. The queens of the palace themselves are not white people, they are black. Just in case you did not know, I came to visit my grandchildren here. Though they think they are white, their royalty is all black. How can you put a lion as a symbol on your kingdom when you don't even know what a lion looks like? That's for another day. I bring you good news from the great empires of the south, with the empires of Central Africa and Embo, Kirinyagas, the Embo kingdoms of Congo. I bring you greetings from Abyssinia, that is a great Ethiopian space. I bring you greetings from Carthage, which is the Egyptians and the Libyans, though they whitened up with the white Arabs, but the original Egypt was actually the dark skin. Just in case you did not know. Why do I say that with such arrogance? Because the Masons who built the great Zimbabwe, the pyramids of Sudan, the pyramids of Nigeria. Did you know we have more pyramids in Sudan than we have in Egypt? But if you don't know, you don't know. And then you talk about the Stonehenge here, which is so primitive. When you get to the great Zimbabwe in Zaloyelam and Mpumalanga, then you'll find the correct signs of the clock, which they try to duplicate in the Stonehenge here. So then, we are not talking about their history. This is our history. I went there to Stonehenge. It will no longer be called Stonehenge, it will be called Mashimbo. The place of ruins, the place of stones. When you get there, you find our huts, all thatched down grass, exactly the way we do it in the south. And I looked at this history and I said, no. You did not start making these thatched houses. This is stolen history. You were in the caves of the Caucasus. I'm in the caves there. So when you start talking construction, architecture, masonry, mining, cloth, design, medicine, you can't do that without us, the Kemetic people. We are not claiming this history. This is our history. And then you wonder why when they do movies, they give us a white Cleopatra. Okay. The kings of Egypt, okay. Man, we cannot be taught by our children who we are. There's no European who can tell me who I am. I will tell you who you are. You can't tell me who I am. For every time the African has tried to look like the European, he has deprived the European the opportunity to experience him. When we try to manage you, and we pretend to speak your language, do you know that who will use this English language for the cosmetics that it has, but not for the depth that it contains. For there is stuff in our tribe and nations we cannot explain it in English. But for the sake of colonization, English has just become a tool of communication, not a measure of intelligence. We bring you greetings from Timbuktu. We bring you greetings from Benin. We bring you greetings from the kingdoms of Nigeria. When you see me here, I represent all of them, past and present, and those yet to come. The other day I was giggling around when I heard you must go to China and you see the Great Wall of China. Then I asked a simple question. If it is the Great Wall of China, where is it facing? And then you discover the Great Wall of China is not facing China. It's facing Europe. So now we know that the Moors were protecting their land from the invasions of the Mongolians. So it cannot be called the Great Wall of China. It is actually the Great Moorish War against the Mongolians, who are the Chinese. But when you don't write your history, it always takes the complexion of the writer. Until the lion explains his history, the hunter will remain as the conqueror. Partners, for a beautiful moment of taking me and allowing me to come and share this space with you here in Rudonda. I am quite excited to share some moments. I will take you away. I love the young man who was doing the slogans here. Beautiful, reminds me of Malema back home. But you know, when people are fighting, intellectual conversations become a luxury. Because survival becomes critical. You pardon me, my tongue is that of the ancestors. It may get twisted, but in the midst of the proverbs, I hope you'll be able to catch the innuendos of the conversation. In the abundance of food and peace and security, people begin to think. Because poverty and a hungry stomach does not know politics. Hungry people cannot think straight.
True.
So when you starve people, you deprive them of mental capacity. So in the moments of war, we slogan. But when peace resides, we introspect and we become spiritual.
Sure.
So I would have loved to teach you a chant of peace. I would have loved to teach you a chant of war. But I would rather play for you a song, a lullaby, to send you to sleep. For a very good reason. The battle is ahead of us. I need us to sleep one last time. Not to sleep as of negligence, but to sleep as of to recover strength. We will need all the strength tomorrow. We cannot spend the night dancing and chanting again, when tomorrow we need all our brains and our strength, our vigilance, our eyes, our ears, the alertness of our bodies must be calibrated in the rest of our bodies. So let's sleep for the night. For tomorrow morning, there's work and there's war. And all good soldiers like myself, we know there's nothing that beats a good night's sleep before the battle tomorrow. And just in case you did not know, it could be the last sleep you have this side. You may as well sleep as much as you can and have a conversation with your ancestors. For tomorrow, when spears and swords clatter in the air, your soul might come and join us over here. So sleep just one more night. For it's only a night that separates you from life and freedom. And if freedom does not find you, your ancestors will always welcome you. So sleep is not such a bad thing. It's a moment of recalibration and connection. The world is making business out of those who cannot sleep. It's an expensive business. And to send you to sleep, it's a viable economy. So how about I play you a song so that you can sleep? Sleep just for one night. Wake up tomorrow morning. In Nigeria, they say, shine your eyes. Put away your clothes of the night. Put away your colonial appetites. Put away your colonial drinks. Say no to fuzzy drinks, cokes, and all these fuzzy things. Many of you are sick because you are trying to become European. Come on, just go back to factory settings. Peanut butter juice, beetroot juice. Go back to factory settings. You may just discover that you are not as sick as you think you are. For your DNA remembers much more than your brain can remember. Why can't I play you a song to sleep? Just for one more night. For tomorrow morning, labor will begin. When you look in your wardrobe and you see colonization, when you look on your plate of food and you see colonization, when you walk up to a workplace and you understand colonization, when you bank your money and you can smell the devil of a white man, when you are walking around the cities and you're going to courts and etc. and you can smell that the beast is alive and your knowledge of the beast turns into your will to transform and change and have a better future for yourself and your children. So why can't I play you a song? Just one last song so that you can sleep. But tomorrow morning, when we wake up, it will not be business as usual. There is no one within the reach of my voice tonight who will go home the same. We all will be changed. I'm warning you. You sit here at your own risk. I'm not responsible for the loss of faith. If you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, tough luck. I am not responsible for what will happen after this conversation. But I must talk, and if I should write my own epitaph, I've been writing with my own blood. For that's what life is all about. A man who does not know what to die for does not know what to live for. So let me die. Let me die. Then maybe I can live. So why can't I play a song and send you to sleep? One last time. And tomorrow morning, the battle will begin. Where Martin Luther ended, we started. Where Garvey ended, we started. Where Malcolm X ended, we started. They almost were thinking like the battle is over. As many of us were staggering in the intoxication of colonization, celebrating Easters and Christmases, Halloween nights, and they thought they had caught us. But here you are when you see me and something in your blood begins to boil. Then you know the African is never dead. It was just a seed that went into the ground. The time of germination has started. I said, let me sing a song and send you to sleep. One last time. Your ancestors who are sleeping in the grave, but they are alive in your bones. Will you hear me? I will sing you a song. Don't worry. I'll cry for the 20 million in Congo. I'll cry for the 25 million on the Great Atlantic Trade. I'll cry for the soldiers and our men and children, boys and girls who perished in the barrels of the gun. I'll cry for millions who continuously suffer in these lands of oppression. My tears are worth nothing. They are the salt waters of the sea. Let me cry and let me sing you one song. Send you to sleep one last time. For tomorrow morning, the battle begins.